Hello students, welcome to the class. In this chapter, we will learn some basic skills of Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 application. This chapter will cover Introduction to Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, Starting PowerPoint application, User interface, File tab, Getting started, Creating a new presentation, Working with slides, slide layouts, applying themes, slide background, slide transitions, inserting text or objects in slides, text, images, shapes, smart art graphics, audio, video, hyperlinks, action buttons, custom animations, timing, entrance effects, exit effects, emphasis effects, motion paths, using the animation pane, advanced animation, slideshow, printing a presentation, view tab. Introduction to MS PowerPoint 2010. Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2010 is a program that enables you to create effective slideshow presentations. The PowerPoint application has expanded graphics and formatting capabilities, making it easier to create, view, and present slideshows that combine shapes, text, graphs, pictures, animation, charts, videos, and much more. It is powerful tool to create dynamic presentations that include video, images, and notes. Starting PowerPoint application. First of all, let's learn how to access MS PowerPoint 2010 application on your computer. You can do this by many ways. First is using the Start button. Second, using Windows search option. And third, using the Run command. Have a look at this simulation which demonstrates and shows how to open MS PowerPoint 2010 using the Start button. Click on the Start button of Microsoft Windows 10. When you will click on the Start button, a window will open which will look like this. Click on All Apps option. Scroll through the list of all apps or programs and navigate to Microsoft Office. Click on Microsoft Office. And finally, click on Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. MS PowerPoint 2010 application will open. Navigating through PowerPoint 2010 user interface. Navigating through PowerPoint 2010 user interface. PowerPoint uses slides to build a presentation. To create an engaging presentation, PowerPoint allows you to add text, bulleted lists, images, charts, and video to your slides. You can add as many slides as you want to a presentation. And at any time, you can view or play back your presentation by selecting one of the slideshow play options. Many components of PowerPoint 2010 user interface which differ from other Office applications are: the Slides tab allows you to view and work with the slides in your presentation. You can add, delete, duplicate, and rearrange slides in the Slides tab. You can also add sections to the Slides tab to organize and divide your slides. The Outline tab conveniently displays the text content of each slide. You can edit your text directly from the outline view. The ribbon contains all of the commands you will need in order to perform common tasks. It has multiple tabs, each with several groups of commands, and you can add your own tabs to customize your favorites. In addition, special tools tabs, that is, contextual tabs, will appear when you are formatting certain items like images and tables. Slide view options. You can adjust your slide view by choosing one of the available options. Normal view is selected by default and shows the slide and outline tabs, along with displaying the current slide. Slide sorter view displays smaller versions of all of the slides in the presentation. Reading view displays only the slides with buttons at the bottom of the screen for navigation. Slideshow will play your slides as an actual presentation. Other user interface options like Quick Access Toolbar, Status Bar, Title Bar, Zoom Bar are exactly similar to other Microsoft Office 2010 applications like MS Word and MS Excel. Backstage View, File tab. Backstage View, File tab. The File menu in PowerPoint 2010 is also known as Backstage View. You can set many program options and manage files, that is, open, save, print, find info, etc. The menu on the left provides access to the hidden features of PowerPoint available only to those who venture backstage. Commonly, Backstage View displays information about the current presentation. Backstage option covers Save. Save the currently opened file. Save as. Save the existing file with different name. Open. Open an existing PowerPoint presentation. Close. Close the currently open PowerPoint presentation. Recent. Find the recently worked PowerPoint presentations and locations, newest at the top. New. Choose type of presentation. Default is blank. Then click Create. Print. Open the printer setup page or window. The preview appears on the right side of the screen. Options. General options for working with PowerPoint. Categories are on the left. When making changes to options, make changes slowly so you can test and be sure PowerPoint is working the way you would like it to work. Exit. Exit the PowerPoint application. Getting started. In this section, we will learn about creating a new presentation, opening a presentation, closing a presentation, naming and saving your PowerPoint, creating a new presentation. Now, let's understand how to create a presentation. To create a presentation, click the File tab and then click New. In the middle pane, you can choose from available themes and templates. Click Blank Presentation and then click Create. To reuse a template that you have recently used, click Recent Templates, click the template that you want and then click Create. To use one of the built-in templates installed with PowerPoint, click Sample Templates. Click the template that you want and then click Create. When you create a presentation from a template, the presentation inherits various design elements collectively called the theme, as well as pre-written content that's stored in the template. Click Themes to display a list of sample themes installed on your computer. Creating a presentation from a theme is similar to creating a presentation from a template, except that the new presentation doesn't contain any pre-written content. Click My Templates to bring up a separate dialog box that lets you locate templates to create your presentation from. Select the template that you want and then click OK. Double-click New from Existing to create a new presentation based on an existing one. Use this option if you want to create a presentation that is similar to one that you created previously. To find a template on Office.com, under Office.com Templates, click a template category. Select the template that you want and then click Download to download the template from Office.com to your computer. Opening a presentation. To open a presentation, click the File tab and then click Open. In the left pane of the Open dialog box, click the drive or folder that contains the presentation that you want. In the right pane of the Open dialog box, open the folder that contains the presentation. Click the presentation and then click Open. Closing a presentation. You don't have to close a file before exiting PowerPoint. If you exit PowerPoint without closing a file, PowerPoint automatically closes the file for you. If you have made changes since the last time you saved the file, PowerPoint offers to save the changes for you. Click Save to save the file before closing it. When you close all the open PowerPoint presentations, you might discover that most of the PowerPoint commands become gray or unavailable. When you open a presentation or create a new one, the commands returns to life. There are multiple ways to close a file. Click on the File tab and then clock or choose Close option. You can click the Close button that appears at the top right of the PowerPoint window. Use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+W. Naming and saving your PowerPoint. Students, let's understand how to name and save your presentation work. As with any software program, it is a good idea to name and save your presentation right away and then to save your changes frequently while you work. Click the File tab, point to Save As, and then for a presentation that can be opened only in PowerPoint 2010, click PowerPoint Presentation. For a presentation that can be opened in either PowerPoint 2010 or earlier versions of PowerPoint, click PowerPoint 97 to 2003 Presentation. Now, to save the PowerPoint, click on the Save As dialog box. In the Save In drop-down menu, select the folder or other location where you want to save your presentation. In the File Name box, accept the default name or type a new name for your presentation. In the Save As type box, select the file type. The default is .pptx. Then click Save. You can also press Ctrl S or click Save near the top of the screen to save your presentation quickly at any time. PowerPoint 2007 and 2010 presentations have the special extension .pptx added to the end of their file names, whereas earlier version 2003 has an extension .ppt. Working with slides. In this section, we will learn about Introduction to Slide, creating new slide, slide layouts, applying themes, slide background, slide transitions. Introduction to slides. Every PowerPoint presentation is composed of a series of slides. To begin creating a slideshow, you'll need to know the basics of working with slides. You'll need to feel comfortable with tasks such as inserting a new slide, changing the layout of a slide, arranging existing slides, changing slide view, and adding notes to a slide. Dotted borders identify placeholders, where you can type text or insert pictures, charts, and other objects. Creating slides via templates. Wizard, blank slide. To insert a new slide into your presentation, click on Home tab in the Slides group. Click the arrow below New Slide and then click the slide layout that you want. Duplicating selected slide. Select the slide or slides you want to duplicate. Then open the Home tab on the ribbon. Click the arrow at the bottom of the Add Slide button in the Slides group and choose the Duplicate Selected Slides button. A duplicate of the slide is inserted into your presentation. Alternately, you can select the slide that you want to duplicate in the slides pane, that is located on the left side of the screen, and then press Ctrl D. Importing slides from outline. PowerPoint allows you to import the outline for a presentation from other applications like Word document, text files, and/or rich text files. It keeps the source formatting and inserts the appropriate number of slides, thus enabling you to quickly prepare a presentation. This is particularly beneficial for preparing a presentation on already formatted report or outlined document. Reusing slides. Many times, user can save a lot of time by copying or reusing slides from the previously saved presentations. PowerPoint 2010 also allows users to copy slides from other presentation with the flexibility to keep or discard the source formatting. A new slide will be inserted at the cursor position or after the current slide selected in the presentation. Deleting a slide. To delete a slide in a presentation, you can simply move to the slide that you want to delete and click the delete button in the slides group of the home tab on the ribbon. Another way to delete a slide is to click the miniature of the slide in the slide preview pane, which is on the left side of the screen, and then press the delete key or the backspace key. Slide layouts. Placeholders are arranged in different layouts that can be applied to existing slides or chosen when you insert a new slide. A slide layout arranges your content using different types of placeholders, depending on what information you might want to include in your presentation. For example, in the layout called Title and Content layout, title and content placeholders are included. While each layout has a descriptive name, you can also tell from the image of the layout how the placeholders will be arranged. Changing the layout of a slide. Select the slide you want to change. Click the Layout command in the Slides group on the Home tab. A menu will appear with your options. Choose a layout from the menu. The slide will change in the presentation. Deleting a placeholder. You can easily customize your layout by deleting placeholders from any slide. Position your mouse on the dotted border of the placeholder so it changes to a cross with arrows. Click the border to select it. Press backspace or delete on your keyboard. The placeholder will be removed from the slide. Applying themes. PowerPoint 2010 provides a wide variety of design themes that make it easy to change the overall look of your presentation. A theme is a set of design elements that provides a specific, unified appearance for all of your office documents by using particular combinations of colors, fonts, and effects. PowerPoint 2010 automatically applies the Office theme to presentations that are created by using the blank presentation template. But you can change the look of your presentation at any time by applying a different theme. On the Design tab in the Themes group, click the document theme that you want to apply. To preview how the current slide looks with a particular theme applied, rest your pointer on the thumbnail of that theme. To see thumbnails of additional themes, click the arrows next to the row of thumbnails. Unless you specify otherwise, PowerPoint 2010 applies themes to the entire presentation. To change the appearance of only selected slides, on the Slides tab, press and hold Ctrl while you click each slide that you want to change. When all of the slides are selected, right-click the theme that you want to apply to them, and then click Apply to selected slides on the shortcut menu. Slide background. You may set the background colors and pictures for a slide or group of slides using background command group available under Design tab. You can use a picture or color or gradient fill or other background effect as a slide background. Changing background of a presentation. A background style is a combination of a background color chosen from a theme color scheme and a background fill effect. You can insert a picture, including clip art, behind your entire slide. You can also insert a color behind your slide as a background. By adding a picture as a background to one or all of your slides, you can make your PowerPoint presentation unique. The color scheme always includes 4 colors that can be used for the background, 2 light colors and 2 dark colors. In addition, you can choose from 3 background fill effects. These 3 fills are subtle, moderate, and intense. Using a picture as slide background. Click the slide that you want to add a background picture to. To select multiple slides, click a slide and then press and hold Ctrl while you click the other slides. On the Design tab, in the Background group, click Background Styles and then click Format Background. Click Fill and then click Picture of Texture Fill. Choose the option from where you want to select the picture. To insert a picture from a file, click File and then locate and double-click the picture that you want to insert. To paste a picture that you copied, click Clipboard. To use clip art as a background picture, click Click Art and then in the search textbook, type a word or phrase that describes the clip that you want or type all or part of the file name of the clip. Choose the option whether you want to apply background to all or selected slides. To use the picture as a background for the slides that you selected, click Close. To use the picture as a background for all of the slides in your presentation, click Apply to All. Using a color as slide background. Click the slide that you want to add a background color to. To select multiple slides, click a slide and then press and hold Ctrl while you click the other slides. On the Design tab, in the Background group, click Background Styles and then click Format Background. Click Fill and then click Solid Fill. Click Color and then click the color that you want. To change to a color that is not in the theme colors, click More Colors and then either click the color that you want on the Standard tab or mix your own color on the Custom tab. Custom colors and colors on the Standard tab are not updated if you later change the document theme. To change the background transparency, move the transparency slider. You can vary the percentage of transparency from 0% fully opaque, the default setting, to 100%, that is fully transparent. Using a gradient fill as slide background. You may have noticed that the slide background used in many PowerPoint templates is not a solid color. Instead, the color is gradually shaded from top to bottom. This type of shading gradient fill creates an interesting visual effect. You can create your own custom gradient fill by these steps. Choose the slide that you want to shade. This step is not necessary if you want to apply the shading to all slides in the presentation. Click the Background Styles button in the Background group of the Design tab on the ribbon. The Background Styles gallery appears. Click Format Background. Select the Fill option on the left if it is not already selected. Select the Gradient Fill radio button if it is not already selected. Select the gradient fill options the way you want them. Click OK. Using other background effect as slide background. You can also use the Format Background dialog box to create several other interesting types of backgrounds. For example, you can use one of several predefined patterns supplied with PowerPoint. To use a texture, click the Picture or Texture Fill radio button. Then, click the Texture button to reveal the texture gallery. The remaining controls on this dialog box let you further tweak the appearance of the picture or text you select. Slide transitions. Slide transitions are animation-like effects that occur when you move from one slide to another during slideshow. PowerPoint 2010 provides many types of slide transitions, including standard fades, dissolves, cuts, and vibes, as well as more unusual transitions such as Ferris wheels and checkerboards. Applying a slide transition. Select the slide you want to modify. Click the Transitions tab. Locate the transition to this slide group. By default, none is applied to each slide. Transition to this slide group. Click the More drop-down arrow to display all of the transitions. Click a transition to apply it to the selected slide. This will automatically preview the transition as well. Modifying duration of transition. Select the slide that includes the transition you want to modify. In the duration field in the timing group, enter the amount of time you want the transition to take. In this example, we will specify the length as 2 seconds or 2 minutes. Modifying the duration of a transition. Adding sound. Select the slide that includes the transition you want to modify. Click the Sound drop-down menu in the timing group. You will hear the sound and see a live preview of the transition as you hover over each sound. Adding sound to a transition. Click a sound to apply it to the selected slide. Removing a transition. Select the slide you want to modify. Choose None from the gallery in the transition to this slide group. Removing a transition. Repeat this process for each slide you want to modify. Advancing slides automatically. In slideshow view, you would typically advance to the next slide by clicking your mouse or pressing enter on your keyboard. Using the advanced slide settings in the timing group, you can set your presentation to advance on its own instead and display each slide for a specific amount of time. This is useful for unattended presentations such as at an exhibition. Select the slide you want to modify. Locate the timing group on the Transitions tab. Under Advanced Slide, uncheck the box next to on mouse click. In the After field, enter the amount of time you want to display the slide. In this example, we'll advance the slide automatically after 1 minute 30 seconds or 1 hour 30 minutes. Advancing the slide automatically. Select another slide and repeat the process until all the desired slides have the appropriate timing. Inserting text or objects in slides. In this section, we will learn about inserting various objects in a slide like text, shapes, images, smart art graphics, audio, video, hyperlinks, action buttons. Adding text box. You can add text directly in the text placed holders available in slide layouts, or if you are using a blank slide, you can add text boxes. Text boxes allow you to add to your current layout, so you can place text wherever you want on your slide. You can also move or resize a placeholder or text box as per your requirements. To add a text box, from the Insert tab, click the Text Box command. Your cursor will turn into an upside-down cross. Click, hold and drag your mouse to draw a text box. A text box will appear. Formatting text. You can help your text stand out on the slide by changing its formatting, including font size, color, and style. You can also insert bulleted text, adjust alignment of the text to make it visually appealing. Adding or modifying text effects. Select a text box or select some text inside of the text box. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Text Effects command in the Word Art Styles group. A drop-down menu will appear, showing the different effect categories. Hover over an effect category. A drop-down menu will appear. You can hover the mouse over the different presets to see a live preview. Select the desired effect preset. The effect will be applied to your text. If you want, you can combine several different effects. In inserting shapes. PowerPoint's large shape collection allows you to organize and design the image you want. While you may not need shapes in every presentation you create, they can add visual appeal. Inserting a shape. Select the Insert tab. Click the Shapes command. Select a shape from the drop-down menu. Click and drag the mouse until the shape is in the desired size. Release the mouse button. Resizing a shape or text box. Click the shape to select it. Click and drag one of the sizing handles on the corners and sides of the text box until it is in desired size. To rotate the shape, drag the green handle. Some shapes also have one or more yellow handles that can be used to modify the shape. For example, with star shapes, you can adjust the length of the points. Changing to a different shape. Select the shape or text box. The Format tab will appear. From the Format tab, click the Edit Shape command. Click Change Shape to display a drop-down list. Select the desired shape from the list. Changing shape style. Select the shape or text box. The Format tab will appear. Click the More drop-down arrow in the Shape Styles group to display more style options. Move your cursor over the styles to see a live preview of the styles in the slide. Select the desired style. Changing shape fill color. Select the shape or text box. The Format tab appears. Select the Format tab. Click the Shape Fill command to display a drop-down list. Select the desired color from the list. Choose No File or choose More Fill Colors to choose a custom color. Changing shape outline. Select the shape or text box. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Shape Outline command to display a drop-down menu. From the drop-down menu, you can change the outline color, weight, that is thickness, and whether it is a dashed line. Changing shadow effects. Select the shape or text box. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Shape Effects command. A drop-down menu will appear. Hover the mouse over shadow. You will see a list of shadow presets. Move your mouse over the menu options to see a live preview of the shadow effect in the slide. Click the desired shadow effect to add it to your shape. 3D effects. There are two types of effects you can apply to your shapes and text boxes to give them a 3D appearance: 3D rotation and bevel. 3D rotation gives the appearance that you are viewing the object from a different angle, and it can be applied to any shape. Bevel adds thickness and a rounded edge to shapes, but it doesn't work with every type of shape. 3D rotation effect. Select the shape or text box. Click the Format tab. Click Shape Effects from the Shape Styles group. Hover the mouse over 3D rotation. A drop-down menu will appear. Select the desired rotation preset from the drop-down menu. You can also click 3D rotation options if you would prefer to type custom values. Bevel effect. Select the shape or text box. Click the Format tab. Click Shape Effects from the Shape Styles group. Hover the mouse over bevel. A drop-down menu will appear. Select the desired bevel preset from the drop-down menu. You can also click 3D options if you would prefer to type in custom values. Inserting images. Adding clip art and pictures to your presentation can be a great way to illustrate important information or add decorative accents to existing text. You can insert images from your computer. Search Microsoft's large selection of clip art to find the image you need, or add a screenshot of your own. Once an image has been inserted, you can resize and move it to the location you want. Inserting an image from a file. Select the Insert tab. Click the Picture command in the Images group. The Insert Picture dialog box appears. Select the desired image file, then click Insert. The picture will appear in your slide. You can also select the Insert Picture from File command in a placeholder to insert images. Cropping an image. Select an image. The Format tab will appear. Select the Format tab. Click the Crop command. The black cropping handles appear. Click and drag a handle to crop an image. Click the Crop command to deselect the Crop tool. Cropping an image to a shape. Select the image. The Format tab will appear. Select the Format tab. Click the Crop drop-down arrow below the Crop command. A drop-down menu will appear. Select a shape from the drop-down menu. The image will take the shape you have selected. Adding a border to a picture. Select the picture. Select the Format tab. Click the Picture Border command. A drop-down menu will appear. From the drop-down menu, you can select a color, weight, that is thickness, and whether the line is dashed. Image corrections. Select the image. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Corrections command. A drop-down menu will appear. To sharpen or soften the image, hover over the Sharpen and Soften presets. You'll see a live preview of the presets in the slide. Select the desired Sharpen and Soften preset. Click the Corrections command again. Hover over the Brightness and Contrast presets to see a live preview. Select the desired Brightness and Contrast preset. Adjusting the color in an image. Select the image. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Color command. A drop-down menu will appear. From the drop-down menu, you can choose a preset from each of the three categories. Color saturation. This controls how vivid the colors are in the image. Color tone. This controls the temperature of the color, from cool to warm. Recolor. This controls the overall color of the image. Use this option to make the image black and white, grayscale, or to colorize it with a different color. Applying an artistic effect. Select the picture. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Artistic Effects command. A drop-down menu will appear. Hover over the different presets to see a live preview of each one. When you have found a preset you like, click it to select it. To adjust the settings for the effect, click Artistic Effects again and select Artistic Effect options. Applying a picture style. Select the picture. The Format tab will appear. Select the Format tab. Click the More drop-down arrow to display all picture styles. Hover over a picture style to display a live preview of the style in the slide. Select the desired style. To refine the picture style, click the Picture Effects command to see the effects drop-down. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Color command. A drop-down menu will appear. From the drop-down menu, you can choose a preset from each of the three categories. Color saturation. This controls how vivid the colors are in the image. Color tone. This controls the temperature of the color, from cool to warm. Recolor. This controls the overall color of the image. Use this option to make the image black and white, grayscale, or to colorize it with a different color. Applying an artistic effect. Select the picture. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Artistic Effects command. A drop-down menu will appear. Hover over the different presets to see a live preview of each one. When you have found a preset you like, click it to select it. To adjust the settings for the effect, click Artistic Effects again and select Artistic Effect options. Applying a picture style. Select the picture. The Format tab will appear. Select the Format tab. Click the More drop-down arrow to display all picture styles. Hover over a picture style to display a live preview of the style in the slide. Select the desired style. To refine the picture style, click the Picture Effects command to see the Effects drop-down menu. Removing the background from an image. Click the image. The Format tab will appear. Click the Format tab. Click the Remove Background command. PowerPoint will try to guess which part of the image is the background, and it will mark that area with a magenta fill. It will also place a box around the image with selection handles. Drag the selection handles until all of the foreground is inside the box. After you do this, PowerPoint may readjust the background. At this point, you may need to help PowerPoint decide which part of the image are foreground and which parts are background. You can do this by using the Mark Areas to keep and Mark Areas to remove commands. If PowerPoint has marked part of the foreground magenta, click Mark Areas to keep and draw a line in that region of the image. If part of the background has not been marked with magenta, click Mark Areas to remove and draw a line in that region of the image. After you add your marks, PowerPoint will readjust the image. When you are satisfied with the image, click Keep Changes. All of the magenta areas will be removed from the image. You can adjust the image at any time by clicking the Remove Background command again. Smart Art Graphics. A smart art graphic is a fully customizable visual representation of your information. You can use Smart Art feature by first inserting the Smart Art graphic that you want and then adding text to it. Click the placeholder that you want to add a Smart Art graphic to. If you don't select a placeholder, or if you select a placeholder that cannot contain an image, the Smart Art graphic is inserted at the center of the slide. On the Insert tab in the Illustrations group, click Smart Art. In the Choose a Smart Art Graphic dialog box in the leftmost pane, click the type of Smart Art graphic that you want. In the center pane, locate and click the layout that you want and then click OK. To see a preview of any layout, click that layout. The preview appears in the rightmost pane. Adding text to a Smart Art graphic. Select the graphic. A border will appear around it with an arrow on the left side. Click the arrow on the left side of the graphic to open the text pane. Enter text next to each bullet in the text pane. The information will appear in the graphic and will resize to fit inside the shape. To add a new shape, press Enter. A new bullet will appear in the text pane and a new shape will appear in the graphic. Converting existing text to Smart Art. Select the list or paragraph you want to change to Smart Art. Then right-click. A drop-down menu will appear. Hover the mouse over Convert to Smart Art. Select the desired Smart Art graphic or click More Smart Art Graphics at the bottom of the menu to view more options. Changing the Smart Art layout. Select the graphic. The Design and Format tab will appear on the ribbon. Click the Design tab. In the Layouts group, click the More drop-down arrow to view all of the layouts. Hover the mouse over each layout to see a live preview. Select the desired layout. Changing the color scheme. PowerPoint provides a variety of color schemes to use with Smart Art. The color schemes use theme colors, so they will vary depending on the theme you are using. Select the graphic. The Design and Format tabs will appear on the ribbon. Select the Design tab. Click the Change Colors command. A drop-down menu appears, showing various color schemes. Select the desired color scheme. Inserting audio. In the pane that contains the Outline and Slides tabs, click the Slides tab. Click the slide to which you want to add a sound. On the Insert tab in the Media Clips group, click the arrow under Sound. Click Sound from File. Locate the folder that contains the file and then double-click the file that you want to add, or click Sound from Clip Organizer. Scroll to find the clip that you want in the Clip Art task pane and then click it to add it to the slide. You can preview a clip before adding it to your presentation. In the Clip Art task pane, in the Results box that displays the available clips, move your mouse pointer over the clip's thumbnail. Click the arrow that appears and then click Preview Properties. When you insert a sound, you are prompted with a message asking how you want the sound to start automatically, or when you click the sound icon, that is, when clicked. To automatically start the sound, when you show the slide, click Automatically. The sound plays automatically when you show the slide unless there are other media effects on the slide. If there are other effects, such as an animation, the sound plays after that effect. To manually start the sound when you click it on the slide, click When clicked. Multiple sounds are added on top of each other and play in the order in which they were added. If you want each sound to start when you click it, Drag the sound icons off of each other after you insert them. You can play a sound continuously during just one slide or across many slides. To play a sound continuously for one slide, click the sound icon. Under Sound Tools, on the Options tab in the Sound Options group, select the Loop Until Stopped checkbox. When you loop a sound, it plays continuously until you advance to the next slide. Inserting video. PowerPoint allows you to insert a video directly into your presentation. You can even edit the video within PowerPoint and customize its appearance with a video style. Inserting a video from a file on your computer. From the Insert tab, click the Video drop-down arrow and select Video from File. Locate and select the desired video file. Then click Insert. The video will be added to the slide. There are other options you can set to control how your video plays. These are found in the Video Options group on the Playback tab. Volume. This changes the audio volume in the video. Start. This controls whether the video file starts automatically or when the mouse is clicked. Play full screen. This lets the video fill the entire screen while it's playing. Hide while not playing. This hides the video when it's not playing. Loop until stopped. This causes the video to repeat until it is stopped. Rewind after playing. This causes the video to return to the beginning when it's finished playing. Inserting hyperlinks. You can use hyperlinks to move from one slide to another, to a network or internet location, or even to another file or program altogether. Select the text that you want to click to activate the hyperlink. Alternatively, you can select an object, that is, a piece of clip art for example, or a smart art graphic. On the Insert tab, in the Links group, click Hyperlink. In the Insert Hyperlink dialog box, click the appropriate button in the My Places box for the target of your link, that is, the place where the link takes you. To go to another slide in your presentation, for example, click Place in this document. Find and click the target location. Make any changes that you want in the text to display and address boxes, and then click OK. Inserting action buttons. Action buttons are built-in button shapes you can add to a presentation and set to link to another slide, play a sound, or perform another action. Inserting an action button. Click the Insert tab. Click the Shapes command in the Illustrations group. A drop-down menu will appear with the action buttons located at the bottom. Select the desired action button. Insert the button onto the slide by clicking the desired location. The Action Settings dialog box will appear. Select the Mouse Click or Mouse Over tab. Selecting the Mouse Click tab means the action button will perform its action only when clicked. Selecting the Mouse Over tab will make the action button perform its action when you move the mouse over it. In the Action on Click section, select Hyperlink to, then click the drop-down arrow and choose an option from the menu. Check the Play Sound box if you want a sound to play when the action button is clicked. Select a sound from the drop-down menu or select Other Sound to use a sound file on your computer. Click OK. Custom Animations. Animation is a great way to focus on important points, to control the flow of information, and to increase viewer interest in your presentation. PowerPoint offers a variety of animations you can use to enhance your presentation. You can animate the text, tables, graphics, and other objects in your Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 presentation to give them visual effects. including entrances, exits, changes in size or color, and on movement. In this section, we will learn about timing, entrance effects, exit effects, emphasis effects, motion paths, using the animation pane, advanced animation. Command groups under Animations tab. The Animation tab consists of 4 groups of controls. Preview. This group has a single option, a preview button. When all animations are applied, you can preview the current slide by clicking on the preview command. Animation. This group lets you select one of several predefined animations for the selected object. To see all of the animation options, click on the up row, down row, or more arrows to the right of the animation group. The Effect Options command provides additional animation options for each animation command in the animation group. Advanced Animation. The controls in this group let you create custom animations with features the basic animations provided via the animation group. The animation pane enables you to modify each animation similar to the timing group and play the animations applied to the slide. The Add Animation command provides a visual of all of the animation options to animate text and graphics, same as the commands in the animation group. Timing. This group lets you set the timing of the animation. It allows you to modify the sequence and timing of the animation selected. You can decide if an animation should appear when the mouse is clicked or after a specified time. You can use any animation by itself or combine multiple effects together. To apply an animation effect, first select the text box that you want to animate. Then choose the animation style from the animation gallery on the Animations tab. Adding animation to text or object. Select the text or object that you want to animate. On the Animations tab, in the Animation group, click an animation effect from the gallery. To alter how your selected text animates, click Effect Options and then click what you want the animation to do. To specify the timing of the effects on the Animations tab, use the commands in the Timing group. Adding multiple animations to object. If you select a new animation from the menu in the Animation group, it will replace the object's current animation. However, you'll sometimes want to place more than one animation on an object, such as with an entrance and exit effect. To do this, you'll need to use the Add Animation command, which will allow you to keep your current animations while adding new ones. Select the object. Click the Animations tab. In the Advanced Animation group, click the Add Animation command to view the available animations. Select the desired animation effect. If the object has more than one effect, it will have a different number for each effect. The numbers indicate the order in which the effects will occur. Using Animation Painter. Sometimes you may want to apply the same effects to more than one object. You can do this by copying the effects from one object to another using the Animation Painter. Click the object that has the effects you want to copy. From the Animations tab, click the Animation Painter command. Click the object you want to copy the effects to. The effects will be applied to the object. Previewing animations. Any animation effects you have applied will show up when you play the slideshow. However, you can also quickly preview the animations for the current slide without viewing the slideshow. Navigate to the slide you want to preview. From the Animations tab, click the Preview command. The animations for the current slide will play. Using the Animation pane, you can view a list of the animations applied to a slide by opening the animation pane. The animation task pane appears to the right of the slide and displays important information about the animations, such as the type of effect, the order of multiple effects in relation to one another, the name of the object affected, and the duration of the effect. Animation pane. To display the animation task pane on the Animations tab in the Advanced Animation group, click Animation pane. In the task pane, numbers indicate the order in which the animation effects play. Timeliness represent the duration of the effects. Icons represent the type of animation effect. You can change when your animation starts to play. By default, it is on click. To change it, select the effect in the animation pane and then choose one of the options from the Start drop-down list. With previous starts at the same time as the previous animation, and after previous starts after the last animation. Changing an effect start option. By default, an effect begins playing when you click the mouse during a slideshow. If you have multiple effects, you will need to click multiple times to start each effect individually. However, by changing the start option for each effect, you can have effects that automatically play at the same time or one after the other. From the animation pane, select an effect. A drop-down arrow will appear next to the effect. Click the drop-down arrow. You will see 3 start options. Start on click. This will start the effect when the mouse is clicked. Start with previous. This will start the effect at the same time as the previous effect. Start after previous. This will start the effect when the previous effect ends. Select the desired start option. Using Effect Options dialog box. From the Animation pane, select an effect. A drop-down arrow will appear next to the effect. Click the drop-down arrow and select Effect Options. The Effect Options dialog box will appear. From here, you can add various enhancements to the effect. Sound. This adds a sound effect to the animation. After animation, this changes the color or hides the object after the animation is over. Animate text. If you are animating text, you can choose to animate it all at once, one word at a time, or one letter at a time. Changing the effect timing. From the Effect Options dialog box, select the Timing tab. From here, you can add a delay before the effect starts, change the duration of the effect, and control whether the effect repeats. Slideshow. PowerPoint has various options for setting up and playing a slideshow. Slideshow tab is helpful in setting up and starting a slideshow in presentation mode. Using it, you can view or show either the entire presentation or just a part of the presentation. It also helps you in planning, rehearsing, and automating an effective presentation to the viewers. Start Slideshow Group. Most of the options under this group are helpful in starting and configuring the slideshow view. Available options under this group. Start Slideshow Control Group. From beginning, it starts the slideshow from the first slide of the presentation. From current slide, it starts the slideshow from the active slide. Broadcast Slideshow. Broadcasts the slideshow to remote viewers who can watch in a web browser. Custom Slideshow. A custom slideshow displays only the slides you select. Setup Group. It provides options for setting up your slideshow for different purposes, such as a presentation by a speaker, browsing by an individual, or automatically run at a kiosk. Setup Slideshow. Set up advanced options for the slideshow. Hide slide hides the selected or current slide from presentation. Rehearse timing starts a full screen slideshow in which you can rehearse your presentation. Record slideshow records audio narrations, laser pointer gestures, or slide and animation timing for playback during slideshow. Monitors group. This group provides options for how users want the show to appear on the monitor, including the resolution to be used, which screen the presentation should be displayed on if using two monitors, and the option to show the presentation in presenter view if using the two monitors option in extended display mode. Printing handouts and speakers notes. Printing handouts and speakers notes. You can print your presentation either as speakers notes or as handouts. Speakers notes show one slide at the top of each printed page, along with the content of the notes pane for that slide at the bottom of the page. Such handouts can be used by the speaker as a script or outline during the presentation. They can also be distributed to the audience so that each member has more complete information from the presentation. Handouts show 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 9 slides per printed page and are intended for cases in which it is not desirable to include the notes pane contents in the distribution to the audience. View tab. View tab. In this section, we will learn about various view options in PowerPoint 2010. Normal, Slide Sorter, Notes Page, Reading View, Slide Master, Handout Master, Notes Master. 3 other views which are accessible from other tabs of the ribbon or the PowerPoint interface are Slideshow, Presenter, Outline. Other than the View tab of the ribbon, you can also access most of these views by clicking the 4 small buttons towards the right side of the status bar. View buttons in PowerPoint. These 4 buttons, explained left to right, allow quick access to the same views. Normal, Slide Sorter, Reading, Slideshow, F5 shortcut key also works. If you shift-click any of these 4 buttons, the view options change. Slide Master, Handout Master does not bring up any view. Instead, it brings up the Setup Shadow dialog box. Also brings up the Setup Shadow dialog box. Normal View. Normal View is the default and most often used view. This view displays one slide at a time in the slide area and is used mainly for editing and creating slides, and shows PowerPoint's typical tri-pane interface that includes the slides or outline pane, the slide area and the notes pane. Slide Sorter View. Other than Normal View, you can choose Slide Sorter View for editing slides. This view does not let you edit individual slide objects on your slide, but the whole slide by itself. Any edits you make influence one or more slides, depending upon your selection. Slide Sorter View displays thumbnail-sized representations of all slides in your presentation. This view works best when you have to select multiple slides. In this view, you can quickly record, delete, or duplicate your slides. In addition, this view also displays hidden slides. To access the Slide Sorter view, you can choose either of these options. Click the Slide Sorter button on the status bar. Access the View tab on the ribbon. Locate the Presentation Views group and click the Slide Sorter button. Notes page. PowerPoint has several views that let you view your slides or edit them. Speaker notes associated with slides are typically visible in both normal and presenter views. In addition, the Notes page view also enables you to view your speaker notes in a view page. In a page view, each slide created contains its own note page. You can print these pages out to use as a reference while delivering the presentation. The notes do not show on the screen during slideshow view. To access the Notes page view, select the View tab on the ribbon. Locate the Presentation Views group. Click the Notes page button. This brings up the Notes page view. The large box on the top half of the page is a single slide that shows the same slide that you see in normal view. The slightly larger box located on the bottom half of the page is the Notes area. This contains the same notes that are available within the Notes pane of normal view. Reading view. In many views, Reading view is similar to slideshow view because in both views, the slide is shown in full screen. However, in Reading view, you also see the PowerPoint title bar and the status bar at the top and bottom of the interface respectively. The Windows taskbar is also displayed at the bottom of the screen. Reading view is not only useful to quickly navigate the slideshow, but also have easy access to the Windows taskbar at the same time to switch to other available open programs or windows. To access the Reading view, select the View tab on the ribbon. Locate the Presentation Views group. Click the Reading View button. If you want to edit the presentation, you can always switch from Reading view to one of the other views using the view buttons that you can see towards right on the status bar. Slide Master. The Slide Master view in PowerPoint 2010 provides you with access to the Slide Master. Any edits you make in the view influence all slides in the presentation. For example, if you need to show a company logo on all slides, you will make these edits in Slide Master. Or if you want the font size of your slide titles to be a little larger or smaller, then those edits also need to be made in the Slide Master. First, look at the pane on the left, and you will find one large slide thumbnail and several smaller slide thumbnails. The larger slide thumbnail represents the Slide Master, and changes made to the Slide Master influence all the slides contained within that particular Slide Master. The smaller slide thumbnails represent individual slide layouts. These are the same layouts that you see in the layout. Any changes you make to these individual slide layouts influences only the slides based on that particular layout. The active slide is the Slide Master itself. The two most important placeholders here are the title and the text placeholders. These represent the title and body text in your slides respectively. To access the Slide Master view, you can choose either of these options. Shift and click the Normal View button on the status bar. Access the View tab of the ribbon. Locate the Master Views group and click on the Slide Master button. Once you are in Slide Master view, you can edit the actual Slide Master or Slide Masters and its slide layouts. Handout Master. Handouts are documents you can print from within PowerPoint that include slide representations from your presentation. You can opt to include as many as 9 slides on each Hangout page, and then the slides look more like thumbnails. Of course, you can also choose to print just one slide on every handout page. Then your handouts will look like individual slides printed on a page. Most handouts are created to be printed, and to look and feel of these printed handouts is determined by the handout master. To access and make edits to the handout master, you need to get to the handout master view in PowerPoint 2010. Changes you make in this view influence the look and layout of printed handouts. You can change or edit the background, the header and the footer of printed handouts. Handout Master. To access the Handout Master view, you can choose either of these options. Access the View tab on the ribbon. Locate the Master Views group and click the Handout Master button. Shift-click the Slide Sorter View button on the status bar. Notes Master. Among the least used PowerPoint options is the ability to make changes to your notes pages. Of course, very few people print notes pages at all in the first place, and fewer than those numbers ever realize that the look of the printed notes pages can be modified in the Notes Master. To make any of these changes, you need to access the Notes Master view in PowerPoint 2010. Any changes you make within the Notes Master view affects how they appear in Notes page view and the layout of printed notes pages. Do note, though, that these changes do not affect the notes pane of your slides in normal view. Within the Notes Master view, you can select any element and delete it by pressing Delete button on your keyboard. You can reposition elements by dragging them, resize the elements and format them by using the tools on the ribbon or menus. You can even add pictures, smart art, clip art or any other kind of object that you want to display in the Notes view or when notes are printed. To display the Notes Master, choose View, Master, Notes Master from the menu bar. This will show the Notes Master. Slideshow view. Slideshow view. When your presentation has been created, it is time to show it in front of an audience. Typically, the view that plays your presentation in full screen mode is slideshow. Even slideshow view does have a subset of two similar but different views. And we tell you more about those similar views later in this tutorial. For now, we will explore slideshow view, which restricts itself to displaying only the slides. You use slideshow view to deliver your presentation to an audience. To access slideshow view, you can choose any of these options. Click the slideshow button on the status bar to play the presentation from the active slide. Access the slideshow tab of the ribbon. Choose one of the given options. From beginning, to start the slideshow from the first slide of the presentation, you can also use the F5 shortcut key. From current slide, to start the slideshow from the active slide, you can also use the Shift plus F5 shortcut key. To exit slideshow view, press the Escape key. You may also be able to right-click on the slide and choose the End Show option in the resultant menu. Remember that slideshow view is purely a display view and no editing can be done on slides at this point of time. However, slideshow view has some navigation and annotation options. If you hover your cursor over the bottom left area of the slide, you'll find 4 watermarked navigation icons. Previous slide. Click this icon to navigate to the previous slide. Pen. Click to bring up the context menu. Here you can choose properties for the cursor such as hiding the cursor, showing an arrow or changing the cursor to a pen. When you choose the pen option, you can actually scribble and annotate over your slide almost like writing on a virtual whiteboard. Also, you can change the pen color through the ink color menu option. Menu. This icon, When clicked, opens a menu similar above. The only difference is that the pen options are not shown in this menu. Next slide. Click this icon to navigate to the next slide. By default, slideshow view works in full screen mode, but you can change that too. To do that, access the slideshow tab of the ribbon, locate the setup group, and click the setup slideshow button. Alternatively, you can shift and click the slideshow button on the status bar. Either of these options brings up the setup show dialog box. In the show type area, you can choose the browse on an individual window option. Turning on this option places your presentation in a window. This is the exact equivalent of the reading view. Also, within the setup show dialog box, you will find browsed at a kiosk, that is full screen option. Turning on this option displays the presentation in a full screen mode, but none of your navigation options such as a mouse click or the keyboard will let you move from one slide to another. You will have to add navigation options on your own using internal hyperlinks or action buttons. Presenter view. This view is a great PowerPoint feature that many users have heard about and want to use, but most don't know where to begin. Presenter view is a special view available only on your laptop or the computer you are presenting from. All the while, the secondary output, typically the projected slide, is in slideshow view. One warning though, do not start using presenter view for the first time in front of a live audience, even though they typically don't see that view. Always test it first and make sure you know how to change settings. When you are comfortable with all these options, you can then go ahead and use presenter view. If you have two display outputs such as two monitors or a laptop connected to a projector or LCD, you can opt to show presenter view in one of the displays, while the other continues to show slideshow view. To use presenter view, make sure that your computer has multiple monitor capabilities set to display an extended view. So, what is extended view? Extended view is where your primary display extends to your secondary display. Thus, both displays show different areas of your extended desktop. This is the opposite of mirrored view, in which both your primary and secondary displays show the same visual content. To turn on the presenter view, choose the Setup Slideshow option in the Slideshow tab of the ribbon. Presenter view is a great way for you to control the view of your presentation with slide thumbnails, navigation controls, and speaker notes at your disposal on one computer, your laptop for example, while the audience views the notes free full screen presentation on another display, that is normally the projection. Presenter view interface options are explained more precisely further. Audience view. This area shows the slide which will be displayed on the projected screen or the secondary display. Slide notes. This area displays the slide notes for the active slide. You can add slide notes in the notes pane. Navigation buttons. These are 4 navigation and annotation buttons. These individual buttons from left to right are for previous slide, pin, menu, and next slide. A description of these buttons is available on the slideshow view page. Information. Here you'll get info about how many slides are contained in the open presentation, the time spent since you started delivering the active presentation, and a clock. Zoom. Options in the area allow you to zoom in or zoom out in the slide notes. Slide thumbnails. Here you can see all the slides in your presentation as thumbnails. There is a scroll bar between the thumbnails that lets you navigate between slides. Any slide you click becomes the slide being shown to the audience. So, if you were running short of time, you could easily go from slide 8 to 11 and skip slides 9 and 10. The audience will not know that you skipped those slides. Chapter Review. In this chapter, we learnt about Introduction to MS PowerPoint 2010, how to start PowerPoint application, navigating through user interface of MS PowerPoint 2010, which consists of various components like ribbon, tabs and command groups, slide tab, slide outline tab, file tab, backstage view, quick access toolbar. Chapter Review. Getting started, skills learned, creating a new presentation, opening a presentation, closing a presentation, naming and saving your PowerPoint. Chapter Review. Working with slides. Slides. Every PowerPoint presentation is composed of a series of slides. Various options available in PowerPoint 2010 to make it visually attractive are slide layouts, which contains placeholders and formatting, themes, which are a combination of colors, fonts and effects, slide background, slide transitions, effects that appear when slide changes to next slide in a presentation. Chapter Review. Inserting objects in slides. Various objects that can be inserted in a slide are text, images, shapes, smart art graphics, audio, video, hyperlinks and action buttons. We learnt about inserting different objects on a slide and formatting the same using the various command groups. Chapter Review. Custom animations. You can add various animation effects to various objects in a PowerPoint slide. We learnt about adding entrance animation effects, adding exit animation effects, adding emphasis animation effects, adding motion paths using the animation pane. Chapter Review. Slideshow. You can view a presentation in full screen slideshow. Automatic or manual advancing of slides can be chosen. Various options to start a slideshow are keyboard shortcut F5, slide view option available in status bar, using slideshow command in ribbon. Chapter Review. Printing a presentation. You can print your presentation either as speaker's notes or as handouts. Speaker's notes show one slide at the top of each printed page, along with the content of the notes pane for that slide at the bottom of the page. Such handouts can be used by the speaker as a script or outline during the presentation. They can also be distributed to the audience so that each member has more complete information from the presentation. Handouts show 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 9 slides per printed page and are intended for cases in which it isn't desirable to include the notes pane contents in the distribution to the audience. Chapter Review. View tab. Various view options available in PowerPoint 2010 are Normal, Slide Sorter, Notes Page, Reading View, Slide Master, Handout Master, Notes Master. 3 other views which are accessible from other tabs of the ribbon or the PowerPoint interface are Slideshow, Presenter and Outline.